Good morning, Rootstech.
What it is now? You are hitting a pizza, yeah? Okay. So we're gonna draw the lottery, and somebody will win an iPad. Yeah, we are ready.
Who wants to win? Everybody.
And the winner is
Margaret Burke from Arizona, Gilbert, Arizona.
Wow!
My great-grandfather on my mom's side has an interesting story. He was in World War II, and he was actually in Hawaii during Pearl Harbor. It was kind of an interesting story because the only reason he was not like in the bombing grade is because he was off the ship going to church that day when Pearl Harbor got hit. So he was kind of saved because he was going to church.
Yeah. My grandfather, Oleg Shostak.
I can't pick one. Sorry.
Favorite ancestor was Reverend James Woodside, Brunswick, Maine.
I have a great-grandfather who was in England and joined the army. And when they were stationed in Ireland, he stole some silver and they put him in jail. And he escaped. And they caught him, and then they came back to England, and they put him in jail in Gloucester. And then he escaped again. And then he married my great-great-grandmother in their name, in his name. They had a baby 3 months later, and then they changed their last name. So he was kind of fun to research because he had a changed last name we couldn't find.
Yeah.
So, but we found him, but he was never in the census or anything, but he was always back home making babies.
Ancestor Joe Howard.
I don't know, probably my father.
I would say my favorite, though, is my grandmother. Well, during the 1920s, the United States had a thing called Prohibition, which meant no alcohol was sold here. So being an enterprising young man who did not have many options, he went into business importing liquor from 20 miles away, just over the Canadian border. She and her husband, my grandfather, went over to New Brunswick. They would do this frequently. They would buy bottles of liquor and bring it back. Now, she always wore a very long dress, and she would stick the bottles up underneath her dress.
Oh, yeah.
So my grandmother would sit there while they were doing whatever with my grandfather. She would sit there in a Model T, a very old automobile that ran rather rough. So the cars went like this all the time. And she was hoping and praying that the bottles under her skirt would not cling together. Wow. Now keep in mind, I only knew this lady as a very old lady, very staunch and everything. And when she told me that story, I could not picture her doing that. And I was like, Grandma!
Thomas Gould.
My grandmother. My favorite ancestor, Neurias Keith.
François Antoine Viss.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have one that's really interesting. I've been looking for my line from New England. There was a family rumor that they were from Scotland, and there was a ship captain who came and lived in Massachusetts, and he got there. His last name sounded very Irish, so he changed it to English sounding. Yeah. So it was MacArthur, and changed it to just Arthur. And so for one of my projects, I decided to go about finding the origins of MacArthur, and I got past everything that the family tradition had told me about when and where and what the name was, and I just haven't found any MacArthur at all. It kind of dead end.
Yeah, well, I've had a lot of fun, especially those French people that were roaming around here.
Of course.
Yeah?
Yes, and it's changed over the years. This is the 9th Rootstech. I have been fortunate to go to 8 of them. I missed one. it has changed somewhat every year, and I believe every year has been an improvement on the previous year. This is obviously the largest in the world. That by itself is impressive, but the variety of vendors and the variety of speakers, presenters here is unmatched anywhere else.
Yes, it was very interesting.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Just as like all the others, it's very fun. Yes, very much, especially working here.
I've a lot of fun in Rootstech 2019. Thank you.
Et voilà, Rootstech 2019, c'est terminé. Nous avons rencontré de belles personnes, avons échangé sur des sujets tels que l'ADN, la géolocalisation des ancêtres, le cloud pour nos recherches, et bien sûr, nous avons écouté nos utilisateurs et avons noté leurs suggestions pour les versions à venir. Nous souhaitons remercier chaleureusement tous les collaborateurs venus nous aider sur notre stand. Bill, Russell, Suzanne, Mike, Dave, David, Angie, Eva, Jill et John. Merci à tous les nouveaux venus dans la communauté Heredis. Nous ne manquerons pas de vous donner des nouvelles très bientôt. C'était une très belle édition. Nous avons vraiment apprécié vous rencontrer tous. À l'année prochaine.
Oh, it's got to be red. Bright red.
Favorite color is blue. Salmon.
Purple. Pink.
What's your favorite place?
Maybe red?
Red is your favorite color. Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you think of all these crazy Americans?
They are crazy Americans.
Purple.
Purple. You lose.
Yeah.
Red. Purple.
Everybody likes purple.
Orange.
My family what?
What favorite color?
Oh, favorite color? I don't have one. I don't have one. Sorry.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.
My favorite what?
Color.
Oh, purple.
Purple. Okay.
No, I don't know. My favorite color is probably blue.
Yeah. Green.
My favorite color, believe it or not, I'm wearing a lot of blue, but my favorite color is green.
My favorite color?
Yeah.
Red.